Welcome back. In today's episode, we take you back to La Ventana as promised for all things non-wind sport related. There's so much to do here, even on no-wind days, so come along. So we are in El Sargento still, La Ventana area. And believe it or not, there are days that we get no wind. And today was a no wind day.
Whether there's wind or not, there is plenty to do. So if there's wind, obviously kiteboarding, kite surfing, foiling, wing foiling, you name it on the water, windsurfers, there is everything you can possibly imagine. It's a playground out there. If there's no wind, obviously there's some mountain biking that you can do, and there's also lots of other things you can do in the area.
And we want to show you that side of La Ventana as well. So don't let someone tell you that La Ventana is just for kiteboarding, because it's not true.
So the thing about La Ventana El Sargento that I'm a huge fan of is every morning the water behind me, which is the ocean, is calm as glass, like a lake. Literally almost every day until about noon. Then the wind picks up from noon till around 5, and then at 5 it does this again. So every morning is tranquillo, every evening is tranquillo, but you also get 5 hours of playtime on the water.
You kind of wonder around like 11:30 if the wind's actually going to come or not, and you're always just crossing your fingers hoping it does. But the nice thing about La Ventana is there's a bunch of other stuff you can do. So in the morning time, people are paddleboarding, out on kayaks, swimming, snorkeling.
One of my favorite things to do is take out the paddleboard right from the campground in El Sargento where we stay at. The water is so clear you can see the reef and the fish from the board. Then if you get too hot, you can always take a dip or go snorkeling.
The water is like glass in the morning time, and it's really nice to get out here on a paddleboard. And also the rocks have like a hard reef in them right in front of where the campground is. So I'm just gonna go check out and see what's down below. So we just drove north of El Sargento, and we're gonna go check out Aguacaliente. And it is hot springs right on the shoreline of where the ocean meets the rocks. And this was just something that seemed pretty intriguing to go check out while we're in the area.
We finally got a chance to come up the road to Aguacaliente, which is kind of like Puertecitos. It's the second place we've been that has thermals that are right up next to the ocean, and it's not super hot, it's not cold, but you get these surges of thermal waters that come in like right now, and I can feel it, and it's like really hot, and you just got to kind of stir it in and mix it together. So kind of cool. I mean, you look 4 to 5 feet down there, and that's the ocean right there.
So depending on your temperature preferences, the farther you are away from the ocean, the hotter the pools. And as you get closer to the ocean, they become cooler because the thermal water mixes with the ocean water. So there's pretty much a pool for everyone's preference. So today, our no wind activity is mountain biking. We're checking out the trails on the north side of town. There isn't a ton of places in Baja that have great mountain biking trails, so when we found out that La Ventana had well-built established trails, we were excited. As an added bonus, we could bike from the van to the trailhead. The trails on the north end of town in El Sargento Have a nice gentle climb up, followed by some technical, flowy, and sandy descents depending on which trail you take down. If you're looking for less elevation and mostly flow, head to the south end of town and check out the network of trails that weave in and out of the cordon cacti. Either set of trails will definitely put a smile on your face.
Views are incredible, but I don't want to miss the trail here and hit a cacti. Oh, that gets serious. Like a roller coaster. Surfing. Whoa, loose. Oh no.
These set of trails will dump you out very close to Aguacaliente. If you don't mind getting up early and you're looking for something to do on the water and enjoy watching marine wildlife, then we recommend taking a boat tour. We booked our tour through Frida Expeditions, and they're located right in La Ventana. This tour was about 6 hours long, and we were blown away by the amount of marine life we found right in the bay, including humpback whales, mabula rays, dolphins, sea lions, marlin, and if you're lucky, orca. Not far from where we were watching the mother humpback and very young calf, we spotted some splashing in the water. As our captain brought us closer, we could see that there was a very large group of mabula rays, or commonly called devil rays, feeding on plankton. As I quietly slipped into the water to get a closer look, I was in awe of watching these rays feed and effortlessly fly through the water. These rays can often be seen in the bay from La Ventana shores as they jump out of the water. I was all smiles when I climbed back into the boat and we headed toward Isla Cerralvo. Then the day just got even better because we were greeted with a very large pod of dolphins that decided to swim along the boat and give us a show. Can this day get any better? Near the shores of Isla Cerralvo, we saw a bunch of small jellyfish and blue sea dragons. These sea dragons are very poisonous and dangerous for people to touch and move around in the ocean from the wind and currents. Here's where not to swim and snorkel.
So we are on a boat tour just off of Isla Cerralvo, and so far it's been fantastic. And now sea lions, and Dre is snorkeling, checking out the scene underwater.
If you're looking to get away from the hustle and bustle of town, we wanted to mention that Playa Punta Arena and Bahia de los Muertos are worth visiting. So last night we came and we stayed at the lighthouse, which is still in the same bay that La Ventana and El Sargento is on. And honestly, when we stay at the campground in El Sargento, we can see this lighthouse at night when we're sitting out having a beer in the evening. And I was just like, we have to go check out that point. And yesterday this beach was dead calm, and it's pretty quiet during the day. So the only people that were here yesterday were locals and a couple vans. I think last night there was 3 people that spent the night here. So there's just a dirt road right here, and we just parked on the side of the dirt road and have this gorgeous undeveloped view. And the Mabula rays were out and about yesterday, jumping a lot. So we just left Punta Arena, and today we're gonna go to Bahia de los Muertos, and it's very close. It's just on the other side of the point, but it's supposed to be a little bit less windy here because it's protected. Bahia de los Muertos is a quiet little bay that is a popular spot with the local fishermen to launch their boats in the morning. They clean their catch of the day in the bay, which brings several bird species. This is a great place to come and check out if you want a change of pace and some quiet time. And there is a little restaurant as well. So the restaurant has good food and a beautiful view. So we enjoyed the quietness of being over on this side of La Ventana for the last couple days. And it's a great, just quick getaway if you have no wind and you just want something to do. So this is where we parked last night, and we are beachside. And it's a pretty quiet bay other than the local fishermen coming in. And on the weekends you get some locals come in and enjoying the beach. And it's also popular for sailboats because it's pretty protected.
Well, it is the second to last day for us in El Sargento, La Ventana area. Kind of bittersweet.
We spent a lot of time here, like almost a month here. So thank you guys so much for coming along. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.